Welcome back to my channel. I'm Helen, this is Stitch Rip Repeat, and this is another Friday Sews episode for you all, where it's a bit of a chatty catch up on what I've been up to. So I would normally do this obviously once a week and let you know what I've been doing. I wasn't very well last week, and so I didn't manage to film, and also I didn't manage to do much sewing because I had a very heavy cold and was all tucked up with soup and lemsips for pretty much most of Monday to Friday last week. I did, however, manage to fit in probably, I think it was the weekend before, and finishing up early that week before I really started to feel ill. The only thing that I've sewn recently, and that was a duvet cover and matching pillowcase for my 11-year-old son. He has a space themed bedroom and he wanted a new duvet cover, and he asked me to make it for it. So I thought, when I wasn't feeling well, that this would be fine, because a duvet cover is obviously basically just two big rectangles sewn together. But it seemed to be that this project was going to cause me a bit of trouble. So you probably saw, if you follow me on Instagram, that I bought the fabric for it a while ago. However, I made the pillow slip first and realised once I'd made it that I didn't then have enough fabric to make the duvet cover. So we had a little bit of a delay because the company I originally bought the fabric from no longer had any in stock, so I had to find another company, order some more fabric, and obviously wait for that to come. And when it arrived, I threw it in the wash straight away so that I could use it. Now, one thing I had realised when I bought the fabric originally, when I made my pillow slip, was it was a lot narrower than I was expecting it to be, and so it wasn't actually wide enough to make the top of his duvet in just one piece, which is what I'd been hoping. But it was fine. I sewed the two pieces together, so I had one big piece that I could then cut down and use. This was where another problem happened, in that I was sewing the two together so I could get my large piece of fabric to work with, and as I got near the bottom, there was like a 4 centimetre gap from where one fabric finished to where the next fabric finished. So I was hoping that that was because the longer fabric was maybe the end of a bolt and they'd just given me the extra bit of fabric. But no, of course that wasn't the case. It was that the shorter one was short, which, you know, generally wouldn't make a big difference, but I had actually ordered the exact length that I needed for this duvet cover. So because it was short, I then had to work out how much fabric I would need to fill in that bottom and make sure that the width was big enough to cover the whole top, and then I had some plain navy blue to go on the back. It took a little bit of figuring out, bit of measuring and cutting and stitching together, but I'm happy to say it turned out really well. And one thing that I did on the duvet was I put buttons on for the closure. So I was intending on putting cam snaps, because I thought most of my duvets have cam snaps or poppers for the opening, so that you can easily whip them open, get the duvet out, put a fresh one on. But some of them have buttons. I don't know about yours, but this one had been a button one, and apparently my son wanted the new one to also have buttons. So I took the original buttons off his old duvet cover, and I was missing two. They'd obviously come off at some point, and so I looked in my stash and managed to find two that were very similar, although to be fair it wouldn't really matter at all, because they're in the bottom of the duvet, and when you button the duvet together you cannot see the buttons, they're on the inside. So again, why I needed to put buttons on for my son, I could have happily done poppers and he would never have known. But never mind, I did put the buttons on for him. But actually it was a really good chance for me to try out this new little tool which I've got, and it hopefully you can see it. This is a button chisel from Clover, and what I've always done with buttons before is I've always, when I've sewn my buttonhole on my machine, I've always cut the opening with a seam ripper or with a sharp pair of snips, and I saw the lovely Angela from Devon Thread Tales, and she had done a tutorial on her Callie shirt, and in that she'd shown her method of using one of these chisels. So I basically followed that step by step. I will put Angela's video down below so you can go and check that out. But it was so easy, because once you've sewn your buttonhole, you just put your chisel in place where you want the hole, give it a couple of whacks with a hammer, and then also I put a little bit of fray check over, which again is what Angela suggested, so that it wouldn't fray. So I did that, and they came out really well. And although that's hidden, as I said, on this duvet, it gave me more confidence, so that when I do come to do a shirt or shirt dress, which I have a few in my mind I'd like to do, I'll feel a lot better using this chisel method to make buttonholes from now on. So that was really good. So that was the only make that I've done in the last couple of weeks, and hopefully I did insert photos so you see. But you'll be able to see the fabric better when I show you my first lot of purchases, because my son, after we made his duvet cover, said that he would like the pyjama bottoms to match, and so I thought that'd be lovely. So I've got some more of the fabric here, which I got from the Maker's Merchant, and I'm going to make him some pyjama bottoms. So I will show you the first lot of fabrics, and as I said, these are all from Maker's Merchant. I have 5 fabrics here from the Maker's Merchant, and the first couple are cotton poplins. So as I said, my son is going to have pyjama bottoms made, and in case you couldn't see them, it is this lovely blue with the star constellations there. Hopefully you can see, in like a pale blue and a white. A friend of mine, when I put this on, I think Facebook, was saying, oh, is that the one that glows in the dark? Sadly, it doesn't. And if I'd known there was one that was like this that glowed in the dark, I would have got that. But never mind, this is fab. So that's the first thing I bought from them, and that's going to be pyjama bottoms for my son. And then the second cotton poplin was another sort of star themed one, only this time it's planets. So this one's on a black background, and hopefully you'll be able to see there, it's got all the planets on it. I think that's really lovely. I am not 100% sure. I was thinking originally that this would be another set, so he's got a few space themed pajamas, but I'm not 100% sure. After I made my pocketful skirt by Stitched in Wonderland, I'm wondering about making a space themed skirt for myself. But we'll see. Who knows? But anyway, I picked those up at the same time. And then these last 3 are all cotton jerseys. And if you've been following me for a little while now, you'll know, which was planned for last week when I wasn't well, unfortunately. But I am planning to make the George and Ginger throwback tee. I have seen, obviously, Laura from the Specky Seamstress is the one that I loved when I first saw what she'd made. But I have seen since that the lovely Ruan from the Yorkshire Sew Girl has finished one with, I think it's white with red and pink as the stripes, and it looks fabulous. It looks really, really good. So I really need to pull my finger out and get on with this. So I had a variety of colours already, and these are just 3 more to add. So I've got orange, I got a bit more of white, so I can use that for the base for t-shirts, and I got a bright lime green. So I'm thinking that that would make really nice bright. I think with all the fabrics I've already got, I should be able to make 2 or 3 t-shirts at least. So when I do eventually get around to it, I will do some bulk sewing to get those t-shirts made up. And then I got a couple of things from Lamazi, and these are Mind the Maker. And I think, and I'll have to check and put it here, you should know, I'm sure you know by now if you watch my channel that I'm rubbish at remembering what fabrics are called. I think these are jacquards, possibly not. Anyway, they're gorgeous, whatever they are. And I can't remember the colours names either, so I will have to put everything down. But I got this gorgeous, I don't know what colour you would call it. It's like maybe a dusky pink, dusky rose pink colour. Hopefully they'll come up well, if not. But it's got this gorgeous texture to it, which I'm hoping you can see from me shoving it in front of the camera for you. If not, I will put a photo in. I'm thinking the True Bias Marlowe sweater, which I have still yet to make, and I now have at least half a dozen fabrics that I want to use. Yeah, so I'm thinking probably that with that one. And while I was on there, I couldn't resist the green, and again I'll put all the description in the details because I can't remember the names. Again, same texture in this really gorgeous deep green colour. Yeah, I mean, this time of year, you know, if you're in the UK, cardigans are a must because you never know what the weather's going to do. But if you've got a cardi, you have options. So I've got those two gorgeous fabrics from Lamazi. So this next one was from First for Fabrics, and it is this gorgeous leaf print on a blue, and that is a linen. And I think I got 2 meters of this. Isn't that gorgeous? I know it came in at least one other colorway because another friend of mine bought this in red, which was also beautiful. But I am thinking a maxi dress or a maxi skirt. I definitely want something long in this because I think that will really show off that fabulous print. So that was, as I say, First for Fabrics. So these last ones are from xxstitchriprepeatxx. I got this lovely like pinstripe red and white chambray, which I think is very summery and will probably be a shift dress, I suspect, or maybe just a top. We will wait and see, but I really like that. But that was not the fabric I went on to xxstitchriprepeatxx to get. It was just an added bonus. What I did see was they had some gorgeous new printed double gauze, and I'm really liking double gauze after I made my everyday blouse that I made from Stitched in Wonderland in the one I got previously. So I've got quite a few double gauzes now, but this one I love. So again, I'm loving this green, and it's got this gorgeous leaf print on this. I got this about 1.5 meters. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to make yet, but I couldn't resist. I think that's a lovely print on that. And the other one that I got from them was the same pattern, but in this cream or off-white with like a goldy beige. Oh, wrong side. With like a goldy beige for that leaf print, which again, I think really summery, be lovely. Light colours, always really nice in the summer. So they had loads of different colourways. So if you do like this this leaf print, do go check out xxstitchriprepeatxx, and they have got lots in there. Finally, before I shoot off, because I will never get this edited and up today if I don't, because it's already 4 o'clock, I bought 3 new patterns, and they were thanks to the lovely Jay at the Camden Stitch. Again, as always, I will link all her details below so you can check her out yourself. And the pattern company I will link below because you can check them out. She had mentioned in one of her stories a pattern company that she really loved, and they looked really good. So I went and checked them out. And they are waffle patterns. I believe that's correct. Again, I'll pop it on the screen and their details will be in the description. I picked up 3 patterns from them after seeing Jay's story on Instagram. I'll put the pictures in here because I only got PDF. I'm not even sure if they did paper patterns actually. I think they only did PDF patterns. But of course, the wonderful guys at Fabuloso have come through because I sent them off straight away and they came back within a few days. So I got 3 patterns from them. I got the vanilla, which is this top here, and I liked the style of it being slightly slanted and slouchy and just looked like a really nice, easy to wear top. And I love the fabrics they've done all these in, so if I could find similar, I'll probably be copying them to be exactly the same. So I got that vanilla, And then I got a skirt called the Anzu skirt, and as you can see from this, it's fantastic. It's got loads of pockets and zips, and it's called a cargo skirt. It reminded me of one I bought for my daughter when she was little that had sort of extra pouches and side bits and that, which I loved. And so I'm really looking forward to making that. I think it looks really different. And then lastly, I got this jacket, which is called the, and I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I'm pronouncing it Toasty. Toasty utility jacket. And again, loving the fabric. If I can get something similar, I will. But I just really liked the style. So I don't know about you guys, but I always check out new pattern companies when I hear about them. So if you are interested, if you like the look of these 3 patterns, do go check them out. As I say, all details will be in my description for you below. So I am hoping to get some sewing done next week. My children go back to school on Monday. I have got an appointment to get my vaccine on Monday. So I'm hoping not to have any major side effects other than maybe a bit of a sore arm. So we'll wait and see. So I'm not going to guarantee whether anything will get done, but I have lots in the works, and whatever I do I will share with you in next week's Friday Sews. So wishing you all a fabulous weekend, whatever you're doing. If you've enjoyed my video and you haven't yet subscribed, I would absolutely love it if you could subscribe, like and comment. That would be fab. I always read the comments, and wherever possible I try to answer as well. And I will sign off for there, and I'll see you all in my next video.